A lot of different voices can come out of just one mouth.
Yes?
Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 modern Disney characters you didn't know shared a voice.
Enough, Anna.
No, why? Why do you shut me out? Why do you shut the world out?
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're taking a look at actors that voiced multiple Disney characters from the 90s and beyond.
If you ever come back, we'll kill ya!
Number 10. Bloat, Auguste Cousteau, Hook Hand Thug, etc. Voiced by Brad Garrett.
Shower's broken.
Possessing a deep, booming voice, Brad Garrett sounds just like a cartoon character, so it's only natural that he'd score a few gigs with Disney. Starting out in a couple of direct-to-video productions, voicing Una Maromacan in Pocahontas 2 and Tank in an extremely goofy movie,
The only thing you three could win is a loser contest, baby.
Garrett hit the big time when he voiced the role of Bloat the pufferfish in Finding Nemo.
Nemo, newcomer of orange and white, you have been called forth to the summit of Mount Wanahakalugi.
He would later voice renowned chef Auguste Cousteau in Ratatouille and the Hook Hand Thug in Tangled.
If you focus on what you've left behind, you will never be able to see what lies ahead.
Garrett's gentle giant persona shines through each of these roles. Although his characters are typically gigantic and intimidating, they're also known for having big hearts and even bigger dreams.
Go, live your dream.
I will.
Your dream stinks. I was talking to her.
Number 9. Carlotta, Molly, Mary, Gerda, etc. Voiced by Edie McClurg.
They all adore him. They think he's a righteous dude.
This character actress has gotten in front of the camera on multiple occasions. But even in an animated production, McClurg is a standout. With a mousy, nurturing voice, she was the ideal candidate to play Carlotta the maid in The Little Mermaid.
I think I'd better go see what Louie is up to.
Over the years, McClurg has popped up in numerous other Disney movies, playing Molly the pig in Home on the Range.
Yo, this just isn't fair.
Mary in Wreck-It Ralph.
Where's Ralph? He should be wrecking the building.
And Gerda in Frozen.
You had us worried.
My lady.
Sick.
She's also lent her voice to a couple of Pixar movies, voicing Dr. Flora in A Bug's Life and Minnie in Cars.
Oh my, there's quite a gap, Mr. Soil. Shouldn't we tell the Queen?
While her roles are usually minor, McClurg never fails to leave an impression, which is why Disney keeps hiring her.
Oh, for the love of Chrysler, can we please ask someone for directions?
Number 8. Judge Claude Frollo, Monsieur Dark, etc. Voiced by Tony Jay.
Oh, women can be so silly. They think because you are an artist, you must also be a great lover.
Even if you don't recognize Tony Jay's face, you definitely recognize his baritone voice. This British actor had a knack for sounding diabolical without going over the top. It isn't surprising that he played multiple Disney villains throughout his illustrious career.
Seem surprised to see me, man cub.
Jay appeared as a secondary bad guy in Beauty and the Beast, voicing the dastardly Monsieur Dark.
So you want me to throw her father into the asylum unless she agrees to marry you?
He was upgraded to Big Bad in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, bringing a Shakespearean quality to Judge Claude Frollo.
I should have known you'd risk your life to save that gypsy witch.
He was also the obvious choice to replace the late George Sanders as Shere Khan in both The Jungle Book 2 and Tailspin.
Close to reward for his capture and the return of my project.
Jay also left his mark on several other Disney afternoon shows, most notably voicing Wraith in Mighty Ducks the Animated Series.
This is a mistake, Lord Dragonus.
Number 7. James P. Sully Sullivan, Pacha, Big Daddy LaBeouf, etc. Voiced by John Goodman. Of all the performers on this list, John Goodman is probably the most well-known among mainstream audiences. This actor has had a highly successful career in live-action projects, but is no slouch when it comes to animated productions. Although Goodman's played some loud and even threatening characters, he tends to show off his gentler side in Disney movies.
All right, now, Princess, you'll get in that dress, but that's it.
He brought his nice guy charm to the role of Pacha in The Emperor's New Groove.
Don't worry, Your Highness, I gotcha. You're safe now.
The same can be said about his work as Baloo in The Jungle Book 2.
In case you haven't noticed, kid, I'm no wild animal.
And Big Daddy LaBeouf in The Princess and the Frog. Of course, his most iconic role has got to be James P. Sullivan.
I'm not gonna scare you. I'm off duty.
Hitting just the right note, Goodman gave a towering monster a genuine soul.
I act scary, Mike. But most of the time, I'm terrified.
Number 6, Princess Jasmine and Mulan, voiced singing by Lea Salonga. Although Linda Larkin recorded Princess Jasmine's dialogue, the filmmakers felt that another performer should provide the character's singing voice. So they turned to Tony Award-winning stage actress Lea Salonga. With the voice of an angel, this Filipina singer helped make A Whole New World one of Disney's most timeless songs.
Whole new world, a dazzling place I never knew.
Salonga was originally set to voice Mulan, and although replaced by Ming-Na Wen, she did take on Mulan's singing voice. This proved to be excellent casting, as Reflection wouldn't have been the same without Salonga's emotive singing chops.
Look at me, I will never pass for a perfect bride.
Although singing rather than speaking, Salonga's roles as Jasmine and Mulan gives her the rare distinction of portraying two official Disney princesses. Number 5, Cogsworth, Governor Radcliffe, etc., voiced by David Ogden Stiers.
That is a Coco Chanel sofa, unless I'm mistaken.
This actor is so versatile that he can seamlessly juggle multiple roles in one movie.
Well, there's the usual things, flowers, chocolates, promises you don't intend to keep. No.
Disney fans might know that Stiers voiced Cogsworth in Beauty and the Beast. But did you know that he also provided the film's opening narration?
Once upon a time, in a faraway land.
In Pocahontas, he took on another dual performance as the villainous Governor Radcliffe and his manservant Wiggins.
Wiggins, why do you think those insolent heathens attacked us?
Since then, Stiers has played various other Disney characters, such as the Archdeacon in The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Lie to yourself and your minions. You can claim that you haven't a qualm.
Mr. Harcourt in Atlantis the Lost Empire, and Dr. Jumba Jookiba in Lilo and Stitch.
I would never, ever make more than one.
While many of the actors on this list are instantly recognizable, Stiers is like a chameleon that can blend into any role without being unnoticed.
You want to go on an expedition? Here, take a trolley to the Potomac and jump in. Maybe the cold water will clear your head.
Number 4, King Candy, Duke of Weselton, Alistair Cray, Duke Weaselton, Hey, and K2SO, voiced by Alan Tudyk. Alan Tudyk couldn't have been more deliciously evil as King Candy in Wreck-It Ralph.
Is that a threat I smell? Beyond the halitosis you so obviously suffer from.
Since then, this gifted actor has frequently appeared in Disney's animated features.
Sorcery. I knew there was something dubious going on here.
As the Duke of Weselton in Frozen, Tudyk played another sneaky bad guy, although his character was really more of a red herring to distract us from the actual big baddie. He'd take on a similar role as Alistair Cray in Big Hero 6.
Extraordinary. I want your microbots at Craytech.
Tudyk went from voicing the Duke of Weselton to voicing Duke Weaselton in Zootopia.
It's Weaselton. Duke Weaselton, and I ain't talking.
And that same year, he clucked his heart out as Hey in Moana. Seeing how Star Wars is now a major part of the Disney family, it's also worth mentioning that it was Tudyk that brought K2SO to life in Rogue One.
Congratulations, you are being rescued.
Number 3, Ham, Mac the Truck, Abominable Snowman, The Underminer, etc., voiced by John Ratzenberger.
How about you, miss? What are your perspiration patterns?
John Ratzenberger is best known as the know-it-all postman Cliff Clavin, but to Pixar fans, he'll always be Ham the Piggy Bank.
He's putting him in back. Here, you're putting him in back.
Described as the studio's good luck charm, Ratzenberger has played a part in every Pixar movie since.
What? Did I forget to wipe my mud flap?
Sometimes cast in a supporting role, like Mac the Truck from Cars. Other times he'll make an extended cameo, like in Monsters, Inc., where he played the Abominable Snowman.
Welcome to the Himalayas!
A few of his characters aren't even on screen for more than a minute, but they're always memorable. Like the Underminer from The Incredibles, for example.
Behold the Underminer!
Whether it's a big role or a small one, you can always count on hearing Ratzenberger's voice in a Pixar production. Number 2, Abu, Cave of Wonders, Flit, Bigfoot, Pegasus, Cricky, etc., voiced by Frank Welker. He might not be a household name, but to those in the know, Frank Welker has cemented his place as a voice acting legend. With a filmography that stretches for miles, Welker has voiced pretty much every character of the animal kingdom. Specializing in gibberish roles, he created the sounds for Abu from Aladdin, Flit from Pocahontas, Bigfoot from a Goofy movie, Pegasus from Hercules, Cricky from Mulan, and his screen credits just go on. Honestly, we'd be here all day if we listed off every Disney character Welker has played. So let's just listen to his epic voice as the Cave of Wonders.
Who disturbs my slumber?
So freaking cool. Before we get to our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
I will give you 48 hours.
If I become human, I'll never be with my father or sisters again.
What if Andy gets another dinosaur? A mean one. I just don't think I can take that kind of rejection.
Number 1. Winnie the Pooh, Tigger, Ray, Ed, Razul, Darkwing Duck, Negaduck, etc. Voiced by Jim Cummings.
Is he still there? Oh, yes. He's still here. And I think he wants to stick with you.
Jim Cummings has been shaping childhoods for over 30 years, although most audiences have never seen his face.
But the first thing is you have to go, oh, that's Pooh Bear. Or that's Tigger.
One of the most seasoned voice actors on the planet, he's played numerous classic Disney characters, including both Winnie the Pooh and Tigger. On the big screen, he's voiced Razul from Aladdin.
He's got a sword! Hey, you idiots! We've all got swords!
Ray from The Princess and the Frog, and Ed from The Lion King.
I like that very much.
Oh, and he also filled in for Jeremy Irons as Scar during parts of Be Prepared. Whether a character is cute and cuddly or cruel and conniving, Cummings can adapt to virtually any role.
What do you think, Ed?
He knows how to play heroes and villains, which is perhaps best exemplified through his work as Darkwing Duck and his arch-enemy Negaduck.
Right about now.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.